Hello, everybody. Board Game Lawyer here. It is a Friday evening, and I'm going to play some Marvel Champions from Fantasy Flight Games. So last week we got a couple of brand new heroes released to us, and I'm going to be playing with one of them here this evening. I'm going to be playing with X-23. I've played her so far in her pre-con deck. I haven't got a chance to play her outside of that yet. So this is my first game outside of a pre-con deck playing with her, and I'm going to play her in leadership today. So what is X-23 all about? She has a thwart of 2, an attack of 1, a defense of 2. She's a living weapon that has a response after X-23 takes any amount of damage. Ready X-23. And she begins in her alter ego form, Laura Kinley. We'll read that here in just a moment, but let's take a look and see what we're going to be going up against this evening. Tonight we're going to be taking on the Green Goblin. So got a chance to break out my Green Goblin mat that I really like. And so we're going to be playing against the Mutagen formula today. So we got Green Goblin 1 and 2. I'm going to be playing in Standard. So let's take a look at that main scheme and see how it reads. It says to use Green Goblin 1 and 2, and also the Mutagen formula, the Standard encounter set, and one modular encounter set, which is recommended Goblin gimmicks, but I'm not going to use Goblin gimmicks tonight. I'm going to use Osborne Tech as my modular. Now the setup says put a Goblin Thrall minion into play, engage with each player, and shuffle the encounter deck and advance to stage 1B. Okay, so I found the Goblin Thrall. Here he is. He is a guard. It says when this minion is engaged with you, you cannot attack the villain. So that is our Goblin Thrall that we're going to put out into play. We're going to flip over to side 1B. And it says, unleash the mutagen. When completed in player order, each player not engaged with a goblin minion must discard 3 cards from the encounter deck and put the first goblin minion they discarded this way into play, engage with them. It begins with 2 threat. It threats out at 7, which is a low threat threshold in solo. And we add 1 threat each round to unleashing the mutagen. So let me go find some threat to begin with. Okay, so we'll put, I like doing that. We're going to put some threat on unleashing the mutagen and set it right over here for now. Our Goblin Thrall is in play. Let's take a look at the Green Goblin and see what he's all about. He's a scheme of 1, attack of 2, force response. After Green Goblin attacks and damages you, place 1 threat on the main scheme. All right. And it begins with 16 hit points. And so I'll grab my Green Goblin dial. And I've got it set at 16. I'll go ahead and put it into play. And I think that's everything we need to do to get ready to go against the Green Goblin. All right, let's look at Laura Kinley. And her recovery is 6. Alter Ego Mutant. She has a setup, put the X-23 claws into play. So those are the claws right here, X-23's claws. It's an upgrade. It's a permanent upgrade. It says hero action, exhaust X-23's claws and take 2 damage. X-23 gets +2 attack until the end of the phase. Okay, and then she has an action on her which says shuffle either the Honey Badger ally or the Sisterly Bond event from your discard pile into your deck and draw 1 card, and you can do this a limit of once per round. So that's Laura Kinley. She starts with 10 hit points, and I don't have an X-23 dial, so I'm going to reuse one of my older dials. I'm sure my buddies over at Critical Encounters will appreciate that. We're going to use an Iron Man dial to keep track of Laura Kinley's hit points. So we got that Goblin Thrall out there. We've got some claws on Laura Kinley. I think that's everything that we need to do outside of shuffling. So let me go ahead and shuffle up the encounter deck here. I did put the obligation for Laura Kinley into the deck. X-23. Laura Kinney. Keep wanting to say Kinley. Kinney. All right, so there's the encounter deck. It's shuffled up pretty well. And then I'm also going to go ahead and shuffle up my play deck. Get that nice and shuffled. Again, we're playing in leadership tonight, so just put some of the basic leadership cards in there just to see how she plays. All right, and then the Nemesis set, I've got that off to the side over here. Her Nemesis is Lady Deathstrike. We'll take a look at that if for some reason it needs to come out into play, but I've got it offset to the side for now. So all I got to do is draw my hand size of 6, and we can get started. So my first card is Honey Badger. Okay, there's Honey Badger, and we got Animal Instinct. Also got Pain Tolerance. Well, so far we got a lot of X-23 cards. There's another one, Puncture Wound. Okay, so we got 4 X-23 cards. Here's Ant-Man, who's one of our leadership cards. And then we got Claw Mastery, which is an event. Until the end of the round, X-23 gets +2 attack, and her attacks gain overkill while Honey Badger is in play. So why not? I mean, we got to put Honey Badger out, right? So it says, shuffle either the Honey Badger ally or Sisterly Bond event from your discard pile into your deck. This is a draw, and then you get to draw 1 card. So I named mulligan off some of these. So I think I'm going to mulligan off the Animal Instinct. We're going to hang on to Puncture Wound. I'll hang on to Honey Badger. Claw Mastery. Kind of want to hang on to that too. Pain Tolerance. After you play an X-23 card, including this one, heal 1 damage from your identity. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That'd be good. And Ant-Man, we'll discard Ant-Man for now. And let me see what else I can draw. Maybe I can draw into some resources. I draw Regenerative Longevity. Heal a total of 4 damage from your identity and Honey Badger. And this one here reads, Make the Call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So let me see what order would be the right order to put things out. So exhaust X-23 claws, take 2 damage. X-23 gets +2 attack until the end of the round. If I flip over now to my hero side, so I want to save some resources, probably Make the Call and maybe Regenerative Longevity. If I want to use these 2 to play Honey Badger, then I could put Pain Tolerance out as well. After you play X-23 card, including this one, heal 1 damage from your identity. Claw Mastery, that's good too. I could spend 1 to play the Claw Mastery. It says, until the end of the round, X-23 gets +2 attack, and her attacks gain overkill while Honey Badger is in play. Honey Badger. After Honey Badger takes any amount of damage, ready X-23. So we could ready X-23 a couple of times. Her ability says she could do it once per turn, and then Honey Badger. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's play the Claw Mastery. So she's going to be +2 attack, and her attacks gain overkill while Honey Badger is in play. Well, we're not going to be overkilling. We're just going to take out the Goblin Thrall. Okay, but this is until the end of the round. But yeah, I'm not going to get any more. So the Goblin Thrall is knocked out. X-23 does 3 damage to the Goblin Thrall. Okay, so he's knocked out. Puncture Wound. Attached to an enemy that X-23 or Honey Badger attack this turn. Enemy gets -1 attack. Force response. After the player phase begins, discard this card and deal 3 damage to an attached enemy. Okay, so Honey Badger, she's coming out. We're going to use Make the Call and Regenerative Longevity to put out Honey Badger. X-23's Claws, remember, she's +2. If I exhaust this, then she takes 2 damage. So we're going to drop down to 8. So she's readied now. But now she's 5. 5 damage. I've got 1 card left in hand. So 5 damage into Green Goblin. Hits him for 5. So he's going to get dropped down to 11. All right, from that attack, Honey Badger is going to attack Green Goblin. And so she's going to hit him for 1. So it's going to knock him down to 10. And then Honey Badger takes 1 consequential damage. And then it says hero response. After Honey Badger takes any amount of damage, ready X-23. So I'll go ahead and ready up X-23. Again, she's 5 attack. So she's going to attack Green Goblin again for 5 more damage. And that's going to drop him down to 5. Okay, so now Green Goblin is taking some damage this turn. And then I'm going to put the puncture wound onto the Green Goblin. It's an upgrade. Attached enemy gets -1 attack. After the player phase begins, discard this card and deal 3 damage to attached enemy. So that was a pretty good turn for old X-23 and the Honey Badger. Took Green Goblin all the way down to 5, and we got Honey Badger on the table. So I'll go ahead and ready Honey Badger, ready X-23, ready the X-Claws, and this says till the end of the round. And I believe that interrupt that we discarded earlier, that we used Claw Mastery, it says, yep, till the end of the round. So she's still plus 4 till the end of the round, if by chance I end up drawing into something that can help her out. All right, so I'm going to draw up my hand size of 5. Let me get a drink first. All right. A little raspberry lemonade. And we drop a hand size of 5. Adamantium lacing. You get +2 hit points. X-23 gains retaliate, and her basic attacks gain piercing. Ooh. We draw Beast. We get another puncture wound. We get X-Force Recruit. And we draw up Regenerative Longevity. Heal a total of 4 damage from your identity and Honey Badger. Nice. Okay, so replace 1 threat on unleashing the mutagen. Green Goblin is going to attack X-23. She's going to try to defend this attack. He's -1 because of this attachment here. So he's 1 plus the boost, which is a 2. So he attacks X-23 for 3 damage. She blocks 2 of it. So she does take 1 damage. So she's down to 7 now. But because she took damage on this face, now she can be readied. And yeah, that's going to ready her back up again. All right, so now the encounter card that we draw is Death from Above. When revealed, Hero. It says that Green Goblin attacks with +X attack, where X is equal to the villain's stage number. So he's going to attack for 2, -1, +1. So he's an attack of 2. I'm going to attempt to defend it. Or should I? He's going to attack us for 2. He's not going to knock me all the way out. Yeah, I'll go ahead and defend it with X-23. So he attacks us for 2 and draws another 2, Shadow of the Past. So he's going to hit us for 2 more damage and knocks me down to 5. I think I did that right. So that's Death from Above. All right, end of Green Goblin's turn. Beginning of my turn, it says, after the player phase begins, discard this card and deal 3 damage to attached enemy. So Green Goblin is going to take 3 damage. So he's going to drop all the way down to 2. And let's see what I'm going to do now. So I get +2 hit points if I put out Adamantium Lacing. I can put the X-Force Recruit onto Honey Badger. It gives her +1 hit point. And I could heal using Regenerative Longevity. Puncture Wound is good as well. So, and then Beast isn't bad, but I'd have to use all my cards to pay for Beast. So how do I want to do this? How about if I use... Yeah, I'm going to put adamantium lacing. Oh, yeah. And because we did damage, I got to remember this. After Green Goblin attacks and damages you, place 1 threat on the main scheme. So he attacked and damaged me twice. So this goes up to 5. Yep, almost forgot that. That is one thing about the Green Goblin, is he attacks and thinks at the same time. So unleashing the mutagen is now up to 5. So I could think about removing some threat. Let's see. Regenerative longevity. Heal a total of 4 damage from your identity in Honey Badger. If I were to use the X-Force Recruit to pay for that, then I can heal 1 damage from Honey Badger and 3 damage from X-23. And then I could still have enough to put out the adamantium lacing and have enough to play the puncture wound. So why don't I do... That's how I'm going to do it. Yep. So let's begin with regenerative longevity. We're going to spend the X-Force Recruit to heal 3 damage from X-23. Takes her up to 8. Honey Badger is going to heal for 1. So she's back up to full strength. I'm going to spend a resource, Beast, to put the adamantium lacing onto X-23. I get plus 2 hit points. So that goes up to 10 now. And her max is 12. So I spent Beast to do that. Honey Badger. Let's see. If I take damage, I can ready up. Yeah. I'm going to take damage. 2 damage. So that'll drop me down to 8. To ready up, and now my attack is plus 2. So we're at 1 plus 2. So we can go ahead and knock out Green Goblin. We're going to knock out stage 1 of Green Goblin. Green Goblin stage 2 comes out. It says, when revealed, deal 2 encounter cards to each player. Oof. That ain't good. And again, after Green Goblin attacks and damages you, place 1 threat on the main scheme. And it begins with 18 hit points. So I'll take that up to 18. And 2 encounter cards. Woo-wee. That's a lot of encounter cards. So there's the first one and the second one. Honey Badger. So he doesn't get tough or anything like that. So Honey Badger could actually attack Green Goblin, take damage, and ready X-23, and then we can either attack him again or remove threat. I think we're going to have to remove threat off of this scheme over here. So rather than go after the Green Goblin for now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to exhaust Honey Badger to remove a threat off of unleashing the mutagen. So she takes 1 consequential damage for that. Since she's damaged, now X-23 gets readied, and we're going to exhaust her to remove 2 more threat off of unleashing the mutagen. Because we really don't want that flipping over right now with additional encounter cards out on the table. And then... since he took damage this turn, yeah, she damaged him. Attach to an enemy that X-22 or Honey Badger attacked this turn. Now he's -1, and again, he takes 3 damage at the beginning of the next turn. So I'm going to ready up X-23, ready up Honey Badger. End of my turn, draw 5 cards. So we've got Make the Call. We've got Danger Room Training. We got Animal Instinct. We draw Energy, and we draw the Reinforced Suit. So there's my 5 cards for my next turn. We're going to place 1 threat on unleashing the mutagen. X-23 is going to defend this attack. So he's -1 because of the puncture wound. So he's attack of 1 this turn. And then the encounter card is a 3. So he attacks us for 4. -2. So I take 2 damage. So that's... I'm down to 6 now. And he places another threat onto the main scheme because of that. All right, now here's his big turn. He gets to draw. Oh yeah, and retaliate. So he did get plinked for 1 because he attacked me. Because of that retaliate. All right, now here is the encounter card, the third encounter card. So we do these in order. So the first one that was dealt was this one here, and it is the Goblin Knight. Force response. After Goblin Knight attacks you, discard 1 card from the encounter deck. If that card is a Goblin minion, put it into play, engage with you. So now we've got a Goblin Knight engaged with us. Oh, and by the way, since I took damage, I can be ready now because of... her ability this phase. Okay, the next card is Goblin Reinforcements. It says, when revealed, place 1 additional threat here for each Goblin minion in play. There is 1 Goblin minion in play, so it comes out with 3 threat on it. And it has a hazard icon on Goblin Reinforcements. Okay, and then the last card is a Goblin Soldier. When defeated, deal 1 damage to the engaged player. So now we've got some things happening on this turn. We've got the Goblin Soldier, we got the Goblin Knight out, we've got the Goblin Reinforcements out. That ends Goblin's turn. Puncture Wound is discarded, and we deal 3 damage to the Green Goblin. So 1, 2, 3 takes him down to 14. Now I kind of regret not doing that extra damage earlier with X-23 on the last turn, because I probably might have possibly been able to get him within range this round. I'm not sure. So we've got Danger Room Training, which it says attached to an ally. Attached to an ally, gets +1 thwart, +1 attack, and +1 hit points. Animal Instinct, make the call, reinforced suit. All right. Animal Instinct, make the call. I wonder who I could make the call with. Let me see who's in the discard pile. We got Beast out there. And we've got Ant-Man. If I were to make the call for Beast, let me see what I could spend for that. Okay, make the call. I can use both the energy, the Animal Instinct, and the reinforced suit to pay for it. And then I can get a resource back. Make the call. Animal Instinct, reinforced suit, Danger Room Training. I could pay for the Danger Room Training on the Honey Badger, keep Honey Badger around for just a little bit longer. Let me give that a try. Let me give that a shot. Now, did I add 1 threat? Yeah, I think I did. If I didn't, bust me in the comments, but I think I did. Okay, so if X-23 attacks, she could hit Green Goblin for 1, which will take it down to 13. Beast can hit for 2 more, which will knock him down to 11. We could ready X-23. That'll take him down to 8. Honey Badger attacks for +1. Ready's X-23. It gets me pretty close, but not enough to take him out completely. So then the other question is do we work away at the Goblin Knight or the Goblin Soldier? I'm not as concerned about, yeah, we could take out the Goblin Knight. And I really think he does need to go away. Although it says, after Goblin Knight attacks you, discard a card from your encounter deck. If that's a Goblin minion, put it into play, engage with it. Yeah, I really kind of want Goblin Knight to go away. So the way that I'm going to accomplish that is X-23 is going to attack the Goblin Knight for 1. Okay? So that knocks him down to 6. And then let's do this. Let's make the call and spend these resources here. Or do I want to play Animal Instinct? No. I think I'm going to make the call to go find Beast. Yep, go grab Beast. We're going to spend 4 to put him out, and then he says that after Beast enters play that I can search my deck and discard pile for a resource card. So one of those resources that I just spent to put him out, we're going to grab back up, which is going to give us the 1 resource that we need to play the Danger Room training. And we're going to put that on Honey Badger. It says attached to an X-Men ally, and she is an X-Men ally. So she's got some Danger Room training on her now, so she's a little bit healthier. With X-23, I am going to do 2 damage with the X-23 claws. So 2 damage takes her down to 4. She's readied, but she's +2 attack. And now, bonk. She can hit the Goblin Knight for 3 more. So now he's down to 3 health. Beast is going to attack the Goblin Knight. Take a consequential damage for doing so. Okay. And so the Goblin Knight is hit for 2 more. Is that the way I want to do it? Is that the way I want to do it? No, I don't think so. I think since he's at 4 health, and I've got +2 attack, instead of Beast attacking him, we're going to have Beast go for, the Goblin reinforcements over there. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. So we'll remove 2 threat from the Goblin reinforcements. Okay. And then Honey Badger. So she's +2 thwart too, right? Yeah. So we can get rid of the Goblin reinforcements. She takes 1 consequential damage. That will ready X-23, and that'll help us to get rid of the Goblin Knight. So probably not the most efficient way of playing the turn. But Goblin reinforcements at least is gone. Yep. 1 less encounter card we'll have to deal with, and then Honey Badger readies up X-23, and then X-23 is going to remove the Goblin Knight. After Goblin Knight attacks you, discard card. So it didn't have a when defeated ability, so yeah, he's just simply going to go away. Goblin Knight. All right, good. Didn't do any damage at all to Green Goblin, but we got rid of some of his supporting cast, which was those extra encounter cards that were dealt on my turn. So I think that was maybe the right thing to do. We're going to ready Honey Badger, ready X-23, ready the Goblin Soldier. I'm not going to flip down, which could be a mistake. We'll see. I'll see what I draw into my hand. So here it is. We've got Genius. And we draw up the Power of Leadership. Hopefully we get some high dollar cards. The EVA, that's nothing. Claw Mastery is good. That's actually a good card. And one more is Maria Hill. Okay, we got Maria Hill, which allows us to draw another card. So Maybe we've got a little bit we could do on our next turn. I don't think I'm going to be able to take him all the way down. But we're going to go ahead and place one threat on Unleashing the Mutagen. If he attacks X-23, I don't want him doing too much damage to X-23. I don't want to lose Honey Badger just yet. And Beast. Maybe Honey Badger is the one to defend with. Possibly. Because I can't heal her, right? Let me see if I got any healing ability. I don't have any healing right now. I got the Claw Mastery, though. Until the end of the round, X-23 gets +2 attack, and her attacks gain overkill while Honey Badger is in play. So maybe a reason to keep Honey Badger around? Yeah, I think so. Green Goblin is going to attack X-23. I am going to defend this attack. So he's going to attack for 2, plus the encounter card, which is a 3. Oh no, that's a lot. That's too much, actually. Yeah, that was a lot. That was bigger than I was expecting. So I'm going to take 3 damage, which is going to take me all the way down to 1. Oof. Not good. I do retaliate, though, into the Green Goblin. So he goes down to 13. That just took away some of my ability to do so. That's probably a bad idea. Anyway. So now Goblin Soldier is going to attack, and I have to defend it because he hit me too hard. And I got to defend it with Beast, I guess. Yep, we're going to defend with Beast. The Goblin Soldier hits Beast for 1. And then the encounter card is a Goblin Thrall, which is a guard. While this minion is engaged with you, you cannot attack the villain. Ugh. Okay. All right. She took damage, so at least she gets readied. I do have Claw Mastery. Until the end of the round, X-23 gets +2 attack, and her attacks gain overkill while Honey Badger is in play. Let's see what happens when I play. So it's my turn. Let's see what happens when I play Maria Hill onto the table using the power of leadership. It says after Maria Hill enters play, draw a card. So the card I draw is Phantom X. Ooh. And I can get Phantom X out on the table now, too. So I've got Honey Badger, Beast. I got Maria Hill. And I could get Phantom X out, which will allow me to go find the EVA. So I did get some options here. So yeah, X-23 is going to attack the Goblin Thrall and knock him out. Okay. Oh no, I had to spend resource for that because I'm only at 1, so I could not knock him out. The only way I can knock out that Goblin Thrall is maybe I won't worry about knocking out the Goblin Thrall just yet. Maybe we were more concerned ourselves with getting rid of threat. I could take the threat all the way down. If I get Phantom X out, that'll let me take all the threat off. Honey Badger. Who do I want to lose? Do I want to lose Honey Badger? Do I want to lose Beast to get Phantom X out? Or do I even want to worry about Phantom X at this point? I do like Phantom X. It's just too tempting for me. So Honey Badger is going to remove. Let's begin with Maria Hill. She takes 2 threat off of the Unleashing the Mutagen. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Maria Hill takes 2 threat off of Unleashing the Mutagen. X-23 removes 2 threat off of Unleashing the Mutagen. Honey Badger removes a threat from Unleashing the Mutagen. She takes consequential damage. Yeah, she does. So that is going to ready. No, it says after Honey Badger takes any amount of damage, ready X-23. So I think that whenever she takes the damage from the consequential, she's just simply gone. Yeah, unfortunately. I think that's how it works. But that frees up a spot for Phantom X. So we're going to spend Genius, EVA, and Claw Mastery to put out Phantom X. Phantom X allows us to go find the EVA. That comes out into play. So Phantom X is going to do some damage. We'll have him put damage into the Goblin Soldier. Yep, that's what we'll do. 1 damage into the Goblin Soldier. The EVA is we're going to exhaust it to heal the 1 damage that he would take for consequential. So then I flip down, and I have this ability here. Shuffle either the Honey Badger ally or the Sisterly Bond event from your discard pile into your deck and draw 1 card. So let's do that. Let's go find. There's Honey Badger. Do I have Sisterly Bond in here? I don't think I do. Nope, I don't. So Honey Badger is going to get shuffled into our deck. And I get to draw 1 card. Okay, and the 1 card I'm going to draw is Sisterly Bond. That'll be good for my next turn. When Honey Badger thwarts or attacks, add X-23's matching power to Honey Badger's power for this use. So that's the Sisterly Bond. Okay. That goes into my hand. We're going to hang on to that. Nope. I'm going to discard that. I'm going to discard Sisterly Bond to end the turn. And I'm going to ready everything up. Phantom X is ready. EVA is ready. Beast is ready. Maria Hill's ready. And I'll draw up 6 cards now into my hand. So I've got Domino. I draw Sisterhood. I draw Strength in Numbers. I draw Claw Mastery. I draw Clarity of Purpose. And 1 more card, and that is another Strength in Numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards is what I'm dealt. All right. So we place 1 threat on Unleashing the Mutagen. This could be where we tip the scales on Unleashing the Mutagen, because Green Goblin's going to scheme for 2 plus 1, so for 3. And then 1 for the Goblin Thrall and 1 for the Goblin Soldier. So that's amazing that thing didn't tip over this turn. Especially with all those big boost cards that I got in that deck. I didn't realize how many boosts the Osborne tech gives the Green Goblin. All right, so the encounter card that is revealed is the Monster. When revealed, you are stunned. If you're already stunned, take 2 damage. Okay, Laura Kinley is stunned. And we've got a Elite Goblin now out on the table. So we got 3 Goblin minions. And yeah, it's looking bad over there. It's looking real bad. All right, that ends my turn, or his turn. So I've got Domino. After you use 1 of Domino's basic power, swap a card in your hand with the top card of your deck. Sisterhood. Exhaust Sisterhood and discard an X-23 card from your hand. Search your deck and discard pile for Honey Badger. Add her to your hand. Okay, we got Strength in Numbers, Claw Mastery, Clarity of Purpose. All right. We got to get rid of this. We got to just go after the Green Goblin. Is my thinking on this. We just got to take this guy down. How are we going to be able to do that? Okay, Laura Kinley, first she has to... Yeah, she's got to exhaust to heal up 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brings it up to 7. Now her ability says that shuffle the Honey Badger ally or the Sisterly Bond event from your discard pile into your deck and draw a card. Well, here's a Sisterly Bond. It's on the top card of the discard pile. So I'm going to shuffle that into my deck. And I get to draw 1 card. Hopefully it's a good one. I got that Goblin Thrall Guard on the table, so we can't do much until we get rid of him. Can't do much till we get rid of him. And the card I draw is Strength. Okay, we got Domino. Strength and numbers. A couple of strength and numbers. I got the Sisterhood and the Claw Mastery. Can I do enough damage? Probably not. So Maria Hill, let's begin with Beast doing 2 damage to the Goblin Thrall. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I do. 2 damage onto the Goblin Thrall. Phantom X is going to do a damage onto the Goblin Thrall, so that knocks him out, at least. So he's gone. And then Clarity of Purpose, Sisterhood, Domino. I could put Domino out. Strength and Numbers. Probably could have played that. Instead, all right, EVA. Let's do a damage to the Green Goblin with the EVA. So he's just going to take that damage. And we'll knock Green Goblin down to 12. Maria Hill is going to take a damage to knock the Green Goblin down to 11. She's defeated. Okay. Let's spend Strength and Numbers. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Exhaust Sisterhood and discard an X-23 card from your hand. Search your deck and discard pile for Honey Badger. Add her to your hand and reshuffle. That's probably where I made my mistake just now. It's okay. We'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Domino. If I put Domino out... Okay, we're going to put Sisterhood on the table. We're going to use Strength and Numbers and Strength and Numbers to put Sisterhood out. And then I'm going to spend 3 resources to put Domino out. Okay. And then Domino says, after you use one of Domino's basic powers, swap a card in your hand with the top card of your deck. I'm going to flip over to my hero side, or am I going to stay down? You know, this is interesting. I could stay down and try to build up for my next turn. After you use one of Domino's basic powers, swap a card in your hand from the top card of your deck. I haven't done anything so far that requires... Yeah, maybe I'll just use Domino to remove some threat off of the mutagen, unleashing the mutagen. Oh yeah, and I was stunned when the monster came out. Stunned. Yeah, so I wasn't going to be able to do anything anyway this turn because of that monster. So, do I want to swap Claw Mastery with the top card? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put Claw Mastery on top of the deck to grab Squirrel Girl. And I'm going to discard Squirrel Girl at the end of my turn. I'm going to ready everything. And draw up 6 cards. So I draw Claw Mastery. I got Strength in Numbers. I draw Make the Call. Rally the Troops. The Power of Leadership. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one more. Leadership Skill. Okay. Good. So we're placing 1 threat onto Unleashing the Mutagen. Green Goblin is going to scheme for 2 plus top card of the deck. Put Goblin Thrall into play, engage with you. Great. Now we got another guard on the table. Phew, boy. Okay, so he's going to scheme for 2. So Unleashing the Mutagen tips over. And what does it say on side 2A? It says, when revealed, advances. Well, there's a defeated right here. When completed in player order, each player not engaged with a goblin minion must discard 3 cards in the encounter deck and put the first goblin minion they discard this way into play. I've got goblin minions coming out my ear, so we just ignore that. It says, the Mutagen Cloud, when revealed, advance to stage 2B. So this one says, Mutagen Cloud, X is equal to the number of goblin enemies, including Green Goblin, in play. If this stage is completed, the players lose the game. It starts with 4 threat on it, and it has plus X, where it's X is equal to the number of goblin enemies. So right now it's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 goblin enemies in play. Yay. And I'm stunned. Whew. Okay, so we got... All right. These are my cards. Rally the troops. Strength in numbers. Make the call. Leadership skill. I've got Phantom X and Domino on the table. All right, so that's the what? No, all we did was pop that at this point. So now we also have to scheme for 1, 2, 3. So we place 3 more threat onto the Mutagen Cloud. So now it's up to 7. Eek, it just got worse. And here's the encounter card, which is a Goblin Soldier. When defeated, deal 1 damage to the engaged player. Another Goblin on the table. It's looking pretty messy here now. We've only got 1 guard. Do we have enough? Yeah, we got the stupid stun card on Laura Kinley. Oh, it's so stupid. The stun card is dumb. All right, can I get my... No, I can't. All right, so what's over here? What do I need to do? I need to throw off on my turn Honey Badger or Sisterly Bond. Let me see if Sisterly Bond found its way into the discard pile. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's still in my deck there. Yep. Still in my deck. Sisterhood. Discard X-23 from your hand. Search your deck and discard pile for Honey Badger. Add her to your hand. And shuffle. The only thing I'd throw off is Claw Mastery, and I hate to do that right now. But I want to get that Honey Badger too. Okay. How am I going to manage this with that stunned? If I didn't have the stunned, I'd probably be in decent shape. But I'm looking like I'm having kind of a bad time of it right now. Let's see. Strength in numbers. So if I play strength in numbers, so I can exhaust Domino and Phantom X. You know what? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Exhaust Domino and Phantom X to play strength in numbers to draw 2 cards for each ally exhausted. So we're going to draw up the Honey Badger, and we're going to draw up Sisterly Bond. So that's an action. It's not a hero action. So strength in numbers. So now I do have Honey Badger. I could make the call to go grab Beast. EVA is going to do a damage to the Goblin Thrall. I'm going to make the call using... Make the call as an action, so it's not a hero action. So I can use Sisterly Bond. Yeah, I'm going to make the call. I'm going to use Sisterly Bond, and I'm going to use Rally the Troops and the Power of Leadership. Those resources there to make the call to go find Beast again. Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Go find Beast, put him into play. Beast comes out. And then when Beast hits the table, he says that after Beast enters play, search your deck and discard pile for a resource and add it to your hand and shuffle. So we're going to go look for one of those double resources that's in my deck. We'll just take Strength, put that in our hand. Ooh boy, this is not good. Not good at all. Okay. Strength into my hand. Okay, Beast is going to do 2 damage to the Goblin Thrall. That knocks him out. So at least the guard ability is gone. Okay, how are we going to do this? We're going to flip over to my hero side. I'm going to exhaust to remove the stunned. I'm going to do the X-23 claws. Take 2 damage. Let's see. Take me down to 5. 2 damage to Ready X-23. Now she's +2 attack. I don't have any guards on the table. And I'm going to put Honey Badger out using Strength. Beast is going to go away. He did his job. We're going to use the 2 Strength to put the Honey Badger out. Then I'm going to spend max 1 per round until the end of the round. X-23 gets +2 attack, and her attacks gain overkill while Honey Badger is in play. So she's +2 already for the X-23 claws. So she's going to do 5 damage to the Green Goblin because she's using her Claw Mastery. So she hits the Green Goblin for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Takes him down to 6. And then Honey Badger is going to attack Green Goblin for 1. So Green Goblin takes 1 damage. 5, and then Honey Badger's ability says that after Honey Badger takes any amount of damage, ready X-23. So we're going to ready X-23 back up again, and then we're going to exhaust X-23 because she's still +4 to do 5 damage into the Green Goblin. which will bring the Green Goblin all the way down to 0. I've spent all my cards in my hand. And I think, by all accounts, it looks like I just won this game. Of course, there is a lot of things that could have gone wrong there because there's a lot of moving parts here in this game, a lot of text, a lot of things going on. So, yeah, I'm going to say that I'm going to call this one a victory for me. And, of course, yeah, anything that you saw that I could have done differently, or if you see something that I made a mistake on, please include that in comments down below. I just play this game for fun, and I like to record and share things with you. So please share with me if there's anything that you saw that I could have done differently in this game. But so far, I'm going to go ahead and call this one a victory. It didn't look like it. It looked like things were going to go really badly on that turn, and it looks like possibly, yeah, I'm going to say X-23 pulled it out there in the end, thanks to her sister, the Honey Badger. So, what do you guys think of X-23 so far? Are you enjoying playing with her? Hopefully you got your copy already. If not, yeah, I recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's very puzzly. The things that the things that you have to kind of think about with regards to her turn to craft, to try to maximize your damage and do everything you needed to. That Mutagen Cloud, man, that thing was going to take off on the next turn. Had I not made it this turn, it would have gone off on my next turn. I would have had to invest too much attacking into these other guys. I may have survived, but it was looking pretty rough there. So yeah, very fun game. What a fun evening this has been so far. So thanks everyone for watching. If you like my content, why not like it and subscribe? That way you can see more videos that I put out. I am the Board Game Lawyer. You can catch me on Twitch. I do live plays on Twitch. You can also send me an email if you want to talk to me at boardgamelawyer@gmail.com. And if you have any questions about anything that happened here, please include them in the comments down below. Until next time, friends, I think we're going to call this one. And you have a wonderful evening. And we look forward to bringing you another video again very soon.